Christina, it is time to find out what you will be learning on today's episode.
Okay, lay it on me. Let's go.
Okay, clue number 1.
Whoop. Okay, a tennis ball. I'm gonna be a tennis player. Although it's orange, it's a little bit bigger, so I don't know. Tennis, what it takes to be a tennis player.
Nope.
Okay, I think I need another clue.
Clue number 2.
Okay, lots of hair flying around. This is a dog brush or a cat brush, but I think it's a dog brush because of the tennis ball. So what it takes to be a dog walker.
Close. Come on in, Cooper.
Hi! Oh, it's a dog! It's a dog!
Today you will be learning what it takes to be a dog.
Okay. Hi. Oh, don't pee, don't pee.
No sex. No.
We know the age-old saying that dogs are a man's best friend, and man is responsible for making sure their best friends are clean, cuddly, and well cared for. In this episode, we learn all about dog grooming and see if we have what it takes to groom our furry, four-legged friends. Today we are here at Booboo Pet Grooming in Etobicoke, known for their various awards, including Top Choice Pet Groomer in Toronto. This is the place to get your fuzzy friends looking their best. Hey Talis, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We got a lot to learn today, so let's get in there.
Come on in.
Okay.
My name is Thales. I moved to Canada in 2012 from Brazil. When I moved here, I wasn't sure what I would do for work. I know I always love pets and I want to work with them. So I found this job here at Booboo's as a helper. And then after a few years, the previous owner, he was looking to leave and to sell the business. So I purchased, and after a few more years, I rebranded. And I'm here to continue serving the Mimic community. I am passionate about dog grooming because I'm very creative, and when I'm working with them, I can show my skills. There are so many dogs, breeds, different type of coats, so I can improve my skills and I can challenge myself.
Dog grooming comes with many aspects. A lot of times people have the assumption that it's, lots of cuddling dogs and playing with dogs all day, but there are many different skills you need to have, background, experience, things like that. You need to understand the dog's behaviors, knowing how to communicate with the dogs, knowing how to communicate with the customers, understanding what they want, and sort of putting that into play. Working with dogs in general, they're animals, they don't quite understand to a degree, what they're doing here. The tools that we're using are sharp and things like that. They just want to come play and have a good time. So some of the challenges are those exactly, the puppies that come, they're rambunctious, they're jumping all over the place, trying to keeping them under control, making sure everything's safe, and then making sure that the haircut is done properly. The first challenge we're going to be doing today is called a basic bath and brush. So we're going to be washing them down and drying their hair, giving them a nice brush out and comb through, cleaning their ears. It's very important for dogs to be groomed on a regular basis. They need to be clean so their skin is healthy and their coat's healthy. They need things like brushing and combing on a regular basis to prevent any tangles, matting of the coat, things like that. Proper hair growth comes with all this as well. And then making sure they can see properly, so clearing out their eyes. It's very important for a healthy lifestyle.
I'm ready for my first challenge. We got Winnie here and we're doing a basic bath and brush.
So this here is Winnie. She's a corgi. We're going to be giving her a bath. So she's attached here to our grooming loop. It's here for her safety. She's attached to this chain just to kind of keep her in the bathtub, make sure she doesn't jump out and hurt herself, and also just kind of keep our jobs a little bit easier. So she's kind of in one spot, so we're easier to wash.
Right, so what is the first step? Let's go for it.
Yeah, so I prepared here a bucket of soapy water, and then we're just gonna dunk our cloths in and just soak her up. But first, I'm gonna get you to grab the hose, warm water, and then just soak her down.
Woo! Apparently I get a bath too. Oh, there you go. oh, that's a dirty bump. Yeah, because that's a dirty butt you got, yeah.
So basically just making sure she gets as soapy as possible, right down to the skin. She has a very thick coat, so we want to make sure that everything is scrubbed right, very, very clean.
This is like an actual workout.
Yes.
And you do this with bigger dogs too, eh?
Yeah.
What happens if any shampoo is left over?
Irritation on the skin for sure. They'll be quite itchy.
Okay. We're gonna make sure you're nice and clean, okay, Winnie? So now that I feel like I'm done, I'm gonna ask you to check my work.
Sure?
And to let me know if I did a good job or not.
Okay, for sure. All right. Hi, Winnie. Okay, so I feel soap on her belly and her bum. I think you missed.
I missed her bum, the most important part.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did not get all of the shampoo.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so
Challenge
maybe
failed.
do that. Do it again.
Okay. I'm gonna lift you up, put you on the drying table. There you go, girl. Just stay right there.
I'll just put her up here.
Oh, and now, try to get a blow dry.
Yeah.
All the little water is just flying into my face. The difficult part about bathing and blow drying the dog was not actually bathing and blow drying it. The part that I found to be the most challenging was the strain it had on my back. Oh, my back is killing me. I have to take a break. Woo! Okay. I had only really worked with one dog and my back was already so sore. I'm not kidding when I say that my back actually hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're bending over the whole time,
Yeah,
right?
it's an awkward position for sure, yeah.
Alongside that, the sheer amount of hair that was blowing around and getting into my mouth and eyes made it quite an uncomfortable experience. There's hair all over. Oh my gosh, I have so much hair stuck to my face. So itchy. It's so itchy. Alrighty, looks like she is fully dry. Gotta ask, how did I do?
I think you did wonderful. You did great.
She's dry and ready to get brushed. What's my next challenge?
Well, you learned how to do a basic bath and brush. You did very well at it. And your next challenge is to do some scissoring.
Okay, let's go. Bye, Winnie. You did so well. Did you know that not only do dogs get groomed, but it's actually essential for some cat breeds to get grooming as well? Cats do a lot of self-grooming, but for some long-haired cats, it's actually quite important to give them a shave. Not only is this beneficial for reducing the amount of hairballs, but it provides a huge amount of relief for cats with knotted hair that pulls at their skin during shedding season. No knots make a very happy cat, even if the grooming experience isn't their favorite.
My name's Leaf, and I started, I think, a couple years ago in the summer, but I've been in the industry since I was 19, so like around 8 years. My favorite parts about working in the dog grooming industry is being trusted, like having the trust of the person bringing you the dog and having the trust of the actual dog who willingly, well, maybe not always willingly, but generally will let you do all these things that they don't fully understand, like you're blowing air on them, you're getting them soaking wet, you're running a clipper over them, scissors, so they don't fully understand, but they trust you with their whole heart, and it's very, very humbling. So the difference between a good dog grooming studio and an excellent one comes down to how the dogs are actually treated. It's vital that the dog's safety, temperament, comfort is taken into account, making sure that the dog is comfortable with what's going on because they don't necessarily understand. It's more about knowing that you can drop your dog off and they're in good hands, and then the aesthetic is a bonus. Talis has gone to a lot of seminars. He's even gone to like Thailand to learn about dog grooming. With all that experience and having a keen eye for detail, the best salons will also be able to provide you with the most complex hairstyles. So how was the bath and brush challenge?
It was good. I realized my back hurt a little bit and my arms got soaked, but I'm definitely ready to learn some scissoring.
The next challenge that Christina will be doing is a full haircut on a Pomeranian. So that includes clipper work and scissor work. Biggest difficulty in the second challenge is the actual scissor work. So fluffing up the hair and then being very precise about where you cut and how you cut. So it's gonna be a little trickier. There's gonna definitely be a lot more closely analyzing the coat and proportions of the dog. But other than that, I would say it's probably the more fun challenge as well, because the sound of scissors is like so calming. For the shave and scissor challenge, we use a clipper comb on the body to first get the length that you want. And then the actual scissor work is when you use fancy scissors and you shape the actual hair of the dog.
What is the first step?
So the first step, the tools. So these are electric clippers. You've got the main blade that's nice and short and sharp, and then you use a guard comb for the length that you want.
Yeah, I'll let you do one side so that I can learn from you. And
Exactly.
Then, yeah.
So it goes, it's really simple. You just put it over the coat and it trims the hair down to the length that you've chosen. It helps when you bring your dog in frequently because it becomes a part of life. Like in Tiffy's case, because she's done this for so long, her whole life, that she doesn't seem to be bothered by anything. But generally, yes, the dogs are a little more fussy.
A little more fussy.
A little more fussy.
Okay, that seemed pretty easy. So
So if you want to try on, come here, Tiffy, on this side.
Just being able to be with the dog is really fun. You really need some arm strength here. I'm realizing that this whole job requires strength in your arms, your core, your back especially.
Okay.
So the goal of scissoring is basically to make it look seamless.
Yes, yes, and get rid of any hairs that are sticking out. So it's kind of like chipping away.
Is it weird to compare it to like cutting a hedge, like outside?
A little bit. It is kind of like cutting a hedge. Now that I think of it.
Because you're kind of making sure it's rounded.
Exactly.
And is there a specific technique to using the scissors?
Yes. You want to have your thumb not too deep into the hole, so like more along the edge. You want your fingers to be gripping like all the little grooves here. So you want a nice grip. And you want to make sure that nothing's really moving aside for your thumb.
Okay.
So your thumb's like the only thing that's moving.
And then basically a swift scissoring motion.
Yeah, pretty much. So just like this.
Just kind of brushing out the hairs.
Oh, you're so cute.
I feel like my hand feels weird, but okay.
Come here, baby.
Oh no.
Do you want to use thinners?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use thinner. Yep, I accidentally cut a chunk of hair. I imagine this is quite similar to cutting a toddler's hair. Dogs can only understand humans to a certain extent, but when they gotta move, they do. Trimming the hair and then perfecting it is definitely not my forte. I got quite lucky with this Pomeranian as it was pretty well behaved, but any other squirmy dog and I would not have been able to complete this challenge. Elif, how do you think I did with the scissors and the clippers on Tiff here?
I think as a first timer, you did pretty well. I like that you were very gentle with her. I think we both appreciated that. But overall, I think you did a really good job for your first time.
Oh, thank you. Well, I will be helping out a lot tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I'm glad I have the basics down, but I think there needs to be a lot more done.
Yes, she still has quite a ways to go before her haircut's over.
All right, we're gonna let you get cleaned up a little bit more with the professionals. What do you think? Yeah.
I do have a more funny moment, I would say, is one time someone had brought a dog to me, a fairly large like poodle mix, a long coat that they've been growing out for quite a while, and their daughter was planning on stuffing pillows. So they brought big garbage bags and they wanted me to stuff all of the garbage bags with the dog's fur after I cut it off so they could stuff pillows later.
That is such a random story. All right, guys, day 2, I'm back again. I woke up actually feeling a little sore in my back and my arms hurt a little bit, but today we're going full day of dog grooming, and I'm gonna see if I have what it takes to be a dog groomer. So let's go.
So the final challenge that Christina will be doing is a full day of helping in the dog grooming salon. She's going to be running around in the back, and she's going to be sweeping the floors, and she might handle some dogs. We do tend to have some dogs that need a little extra hand to calm down and get the process done. And I think she'll probably be doing some actual work on the dogs themselves. When you're grooming just 1 or 2 dogs, you can take your time to really like zhuzh up the haircut, really just nitpick every detail. But when you're grooming multiple dogs, you want to ensure that you're able to complete the haircuts in a timely and safe fashion. Some challenges with a full day of dog grooming usually entail not having time for lunch or going to the bathroom or drinking water. But the high pace keeps you energetic. It's a lively environment and it's fun, but it is definitely much more physically demanding.
It's a type of job that requires lots of years of experience. Even if you go to a school, you won't be able to do grooming a dog in say just 2 months of study. You know, it takes years.
It's okay. Look at the mud coming through. The muddy water, yeah. There you go, yeah. No, you don't want to eat that soap. So icky. The difference between today and yesterday was that we only had 2 dogs yesterday, so now there's way more dogs and cats, and there's hair flying all over the place, and I have it all over my face, and I actually think it got into my eyes, so I have to pull it out of my contact lenses. tough them out. Woo! Let's keep going. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so good. There you go.
Good girl, Johnsy. You're doing so well. I'm gonna use my hands for this.
I've learned over 8 years that patience is key in everything you do. Having a calm demeanor in everything you do is critical in this industry, which, I mean, for some personality types is fine, like it comes naturally, but I've definitely grown to appreciate how important it is to be able to ground yourself when it gets a little crazy, or when you're working with a youngster that doesn't quite understand what's going on and they're extra flaily and bitey and screechy. Being able to keep your demeanor and keep it going is a fantastic life skill just in general.
My arm hurts, dude. Talis, I did a full day of dog grooming. I have hair all over me. I'm a little bit soaked, but I gotta ask, do you think I have what it takes to be a dog groomer?
Yes, you did. You just need a little bit of more practice, but you are ready to go.
Awesome. A huge thank you to Booboo. It was so fun learning the tricks of the trade, and thank you, Jake, for letting me practice on you. I went into this experience wanting to learn, observe, and step into the shoes of pet groomers all around the world. This is a job that requires passion and care. The people that work with these vulnerable animals not only have to have an attention to detail, but are incredibly calm and great under pressure. To do this job well, you've got to be willing to understand animals and get down to their level, and realize that these fuzzy friends need as much attention and care as we do.